This is our 46th People for Peace protest. We've been out here since July 3rd, 2005, and we're here about every 3 weeks. And every third week we've got a 4-hour demonstration against the illegal war in Iraq and the occupation of Iraq. We've got some people out here. It could be 4 people, 5 people. We started out with 39. We haven't had that many since, but we have had very few UT students. I've run ads in the Beacon off and on the last couple of years, and it's gotten literally 1 or 2. We had one group of the PSA maybe for 30 minutes once.
My daughter is a junior at UT, and I'm friends with all of her friends who are students who are about juniors this year. And they say, we don't like this war, we don't like this war. And I said, have you marched against it? And they say, oh no, we don't do that. And I said, guess why you have a war?
After 5 years at war, the only thing as shocking as the rising death toll is the American silence on the subject of the Iraq War. This silence is widespread even on college campuses, which have long been considered hot spots for public debate. The University of Tennessee is no exception. Even the politically active Progressive Student Alliance has recently quieted down about this issue here on campus.
Well, we're the only anti-war organization on this campus, so if we're not talking about it, no one is. Organizationally. It's hard for us to talk about it because our living wage campaign has been really active lately, and we feel like we're making real change happen when we work on the living wage. And we have done protests with thousands of other people and nothing happened. I think it's important that we go, that we do still make our voice heard, but I don't know if it's going to make a difference.
Percent raise.
After meeting with the PSA, we decided to contact some other student political organizations. The College Democrats told us they usually focus on the 2008 elections at meetings, so it might not be worth our time to come. We couldn't get in touch with the College Republicans. Without much luck with student organizations, we turned our attention to the public sphere at its most public, the street.
Hey, would you like to share an issue here on campus that's important to you, or about the election coming up?
Political issues, anything like that?
This is called Speak Out, and the purpose is to actually get young people to articulate what some of their views are.
The response that we've gotten from students mostly has been brush off. They don't know what they want to talk about. They have no idea what issues are important to them.
Look, it's hard. Perfect example. She ran away. This girl just ran away from being interviewed. A lot of students seem to be okay and comfortable with the fact that young people should participate in democracy and politics, but they really weren't interested in talking about it much past that.
The single greatest pet peeve: mud everywhere because they never put in any bushes or any kind of ground cover. They need to put in some bushes, expand the sidewalk if they have to.
We asked Gavin how many students mentioned the Iraq War when approached.
Some people said foreign policy, defense were important to them, and one guy specifically mentioned the Iraq War as being important. We've talked to about 25 or 30 students out here, so not an amazing ratio.
This ratio is reflected in our campus newspaper as well. An online search of the Daily Beacon database showed that in the past 2 years, less than 20 articles include the keyword Iraq. We had hoped that our sampling of public life at UT was not indicative of a total decline in debate and discussion. However, in an online survey of 187 UT students, 65% of students polled said that they felt there was a lack of discussion or information regarding our current situation in Iraq, and 11% said that they were unsure. 79% of students said that they discussed the Iraq War in class once a month or never, while 68% said they discussed the war twice a month or less with students outside of class. 60% reported having only somewhat of an opinion on the Iraq War. If we aren't discussing the war in Iraq in the classroom, or in student organizations, or in publications, or with our friends, then where are we talking about it? UT, as a part of Knoxville, as a part of America, as a part of the world, has an obligation to contribute relevant debate and discussion on issues such as the war in Iraq, Otherwise, we are letting strangers decide our future for us.